Hey there, and welcome back to my channel and my Happy Planner Plan with Me. This is the 2019-2020 Classic size planner. It's old and abused and about ready to be done, and I'm excited to start in my next one. I have never been really good about planning vertically in these, and so this week I decided to challenge myself to do that. I've always just turned it into dashboard or used it for quick notes. Part of my problem is I've always thought, well, I don't have enough stuff to fill up all that space, so what am I supposed to do with it? And it was just a little bit too much white space and overwhelming to me. Now that I've started playing with some of my scrapbook papers again and adding them into my planner, I have a pretty good idea of how I want to fill them up, and I think that I can actually manage to plan with this vertically this week. I've already pre-drawn some lines in there with pencil, and you can kind of see them on the video. The idea is once I put the stickers and stuff on, they'll be ready for my to-dos, and then I can't decide if I'm going to leave them pencil, this one's a little light, or if I'm going to go over them with the marker. I think I might just leave them pencil because I'm kind of enjoying that, and then I'll just write on it with pen or marker when I'm done. So some of the things I'm going to use for this layout are the Happy Year sticker pack. I don't think I used any of these essentials. I used it before, but not this time. I'm going to add some of these enamel dots into my decoration, and you'll see where in a minute. I just set those out so I don't forget them. I didn't use any of the ephemera pack this time, but I did use the I Love or My Favorite Fall Echo Park sticker collection again. There are so many stickers in there. I think I've used it for 3 things now, and I feel like I haven't even made a drop in the bucket. I can probably do the rest of this month and probably some of next year too. And then I used a few of the papers cut up, and you'll see where in the layout. I used the Happy Planner planning sticker pack thing or pages again, just because they're really handy, and I like to see where things are going and then be able to remove them really fast. Plus, I don't have to spend all that time thinking on camera about what I'm going to put where, because then I get all worried that I'm taking up too much time and I'm not actually like creatively planning. If I can just sit and stare at it myself for a bit, I'm better off. I can't verbalize my creative process. It pretty much just comes to me as I go. So here we go. A few fall stickers. Everything else you see here is either scrapbook paper or the stickers from that I Love Fall or My Favorite Fall. Okay, so I'm actually going to start on this side just because it's the one in my hand and it's got the most stuff. And start placing some of these on here. And I think I'm going to start with this big one just because it's going to take up the most space and it's going to help me to line some other things up. And I tried to keep it in between those orange guidelines, or like the cross lines here, and it cut smaller than I think I wanted. I was not measuring properly. I've had that problem lately. I can't keep the numbers in my head or the dash line that I want, and I just kind of wing it when I get to the cutter, and it's not going well for me. But oh well. It's still gonna work. Okay, so there's that. Too many things on the brain. I can't keep numbers in there too. Okay, so then I figured I'd put like to do or task or today or whatever on these. I made my own like header labels, box label things out of just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper layered. One's this orange kind of color, and then the other's this like craft cardboard brown. And this was just an extra that I'd cut that fit perfectly in there. I also used this Happy Planner punch just so I could kind of see where things were going to punch out, but then I ended up not using those pieces. I think I used this one here was a Happy Planner punch behind the I Love. I was going to do one with this raccoon, and then I found it as a sticker, and so I decided to do that instead. I liked it better. So let's do this one next, just because it takes up the most space there. And I wasn't sure about that pumpkin and the bottom border, but I think it's going to be just fine. It kind of covers up a coffee, but I don't really care. And then another label here. It's got some edge on that paper. And then this was a pumpkin sticker, and it kind of had a handle, but the handle was going out into my rings or my discs, and so I just chopped it off. And then I added the little leaf just for a little bit more visual. Okay, so there's that side. And then the sticker planner done. Let's do this side. I think I'm going to start with this middle thing again. Actually, I'm going to start with this, because that way I can layer those flowers over it next and not have to worry about pulling it back up. And I want this to cover the top priorities. I thought about covering up just to where we were in that week, but I think I'll just go to the priorities and then see if I can cover up the dots. Kind of crooked. Thank goodness these stickers pull up again, or it would be a nightmare. Because these longer ones I can never get straight the first time. Which is funny because scrapbooking wise I can always get the paper down where I want it, but it seems like with stickers it just never happens. Okay. And then I layered this one. It's a Happy Planner sticker out of the fall book, and then this is one of the Echo Park stickers that I just layered on top of it. I thought they went together well though. And then I really liked these flower pots and flowers from the Echo Park, so I wanted to use it again. You'll notice that it's leaving some Hermafix residue behind on my planner pages. I'm going to have to go over that with some cleaner or see if I can just rub it off. Comes off pretty easily actually. Okay, so then I have a color block to go here. Anybody ever use the old color blocking system for scrapbooking? Like those ones where you bought the templates and it had like all the squares that you should cut out to color block your scrapbook layout. They were fun for about like 2 or 3 layouts, and then after a while you were totally sick of squares. And I think mine hung around in a binder for years before I finally donated them to secondhand, or maybe the art department at the high school. Okay, so then got one more little label here, and I'm actually going to butt that all the way up against the top and move this leaf so I can put it on top. And then this little raccoon on his log. I'll do the log first. And I just did the extra leaf just for a little bit more visual down there in the bottom. And his tail goes right along my to-do list perfectly. So there we go. Quick and easy. Oh, these. I knew I was going to forget these. I wanted to do, these are like an enamel dot. They're kind of like puff paint or whatever it used to be, but they're already pre-made, and I wanted to put them on the tops of this. And I was debating the bright orange or the green. I think I kind of want to go with the green just because it's something visually different and will bring your eye to the fall that's kind of blending into the background there. So let's see if I can do this. Here we go. That's funny because that turns that I into a lowercase I. Meh. Let's see if I can get these off with this without flipping them clear across the room. I could alternate colors too, but I think I'm just going to stick with this. They kind of look like a brad would if you were sticking a brad through it, but obviously you're not having to poke a hole in your page or go through the other side. These are not fun to hold on to though. And too much coffee doesn't help. Okay, 2 more. I'm excited to put my to-do list on this week and see how this works for me. I think it's going to work well. And I don't feel as overwhelmed by it now that some of the space is taken up with decoration, and I don't feel like I have to plan it with my life instead of just being creative. Okay, and flying by the seat of my pants, which happens a lot. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know, comments. If you're new, hit subscribe so that you can catch my next videos. There will be more planning stuff coming, and hopefully some ideas to inspire you on how to do things in your own planner.